Some men don't get rejected. They get ignored. Not argued with, not corrected, not even disliked. Just unseen. And if that's been your experience, this video is not here to judge you. It's here to explain something most people never talk about. Because the pain of invisibility isn't about dating, it's about identity. You watch other men connect effortlessly. They speak casually. They take space. They exist without apology. You, on the other hand, do everything right. You're respectful. You listen. You don't push. And still, nothing happens. No curiosity, no tension, no emotional response. At some point, a quiet thought forms in your mind. Do I even register? Here's the part that matters. Attraction is not only about looks, money, or confidence tricks. It's about signal. Every human being sends a signal through posture, tone, timing, and emotional presence. Some men don't send weak signals. They send almost none at all. Not because they're boring, not because they lack value, but because their nervous system learned something early. Don't take up space. Many men who feel invisible grew up learning how to stay out of the way. Maybe anger was unpredictable, maybe attention came with criticism, maybe being noticeable felt unsafe. So they adapted. They became agreeable, quiet, low impact. They learned to reduce emotional friction, and that adaptation worked for survival. But attraction doesn't grow in emotional neutrality. It grows in presence. Here's the uncomfortable truth. When a man hides his intent, his energy disappears. When he over-edits himself, his presence fades. When he waits too long to be felt, nothing forms. This doesn't make him weak. It makes him invisible. Women don't respond to absence, even polite absence. Not because they are cruel, but because the nervous system doesn't register what isn't expressed. This is not rejection. This is non-detection. Another hard truth. Invisibility often looks like being nice, but niceness without presence feels like distance. Your silence reads as uncertainty. Your restraint reads as lack of direction. Your carefulness reads as emotional absence. Not because you don't care, but because you were trained to minimize impact. Now, here's the important shift. If invisibility was learned, it can be unlearned. Presence is not dominance. It's not aggression. It's not pretending confidence. Presence is permission. Permission to speak without apologizing. Permission to let interest be visible. Permission to take up space without asking. Attraction responds to what is felt, not what is hidden. This doesn't mean changing who you are. It means stopping the habit of disappearing. You don't need to become louder. You don't need tricks. You don't need an act. You need to let your emotional signal exist. You were never invisible. You were trained to stay small. And awareness is where that training ends. If this explains something you felt for a long time but never had words for, subscribe. This channel isn't about fixing men. It's about restoring presence.